to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stylez and Rosenberg.
So Jada Pinkett-Smith is finally addressing the infamous Oscar slap. This happened on the latest episode of Red Table Talk.
Now, about Oscar night, my deepest hope is that these two intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile. The state of the world today, we need them both. And we all actually need one another more than ever. Until then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years. And that's keep figuring out this thing called life together.
That's it.
I read a headline that said she started talking about alopecia.
That was before
She did.
that.
Before
She
that.
said she talked about alopecia and sufferers and people reaching out to her and, you know, kind of that whole
Which
thing.
is it's a real thing.
And I think in the conversation, I think even on Red Table Talk, there were other people that she had connected with over the incident where Chris Rock was making making the G.I. Jane joke about alopecia and just kind of like how that feels and dealing with society and
Right.
et cetera, et
Outside of this, alopecia is a very traumatic thing.
yeah.
You know, for
Losing
men
your
and
hair.
women. And,
Losing
you
your
know,
hair is
women are
crazy.
so identified because of their hair. It's like a big identity thing. And then, you know, like even when my mom was going through cancer, one of the biggest things for her was just like losing her hair. It was a huge deal.
I understand.
So it
Not that
affects people in
still
different
a- that's
ways.
still a
and by the way,
distraction
and
in
not
this
that it's the
conversation.
same, but even as a man, losing your hair for natural causes, just because men lose their hair,
Right.
is also traumatic.
It's a big deal,
I've
yeah.
been through it. I lost my hair.
Yeah, me
it
too.
was traumatic.
Me too. I've been regularly made fun of for it for 20 years.
So that's why I said outside of this.
I agree with everything you guys are saying. At no point in my 20 years of people making bald jokes did I ever walk up and slap someone else. I'm not mad at Will Smith. I'm actually one of the people who's on the less mad side of Will Smith. I'm surprised by how hard society has gone on them. But when I hear audio like that, and I think about Will's statement that he put up on IG afterwards, I'm like, man, y'all have gotten this wrong at every step since it happened. Will decided to, after he slapped Chris Rock, get up there an hour later with hopefully enough time to breathe. And instead of just profusely apologizing, which I think could have quelled this whole thing, I think if he gets up that night and goes, guys, I am so sorry. I've been under more stress than anything I've ever been through. That was insane what I did. I am Chris. I'm so sorry. I love you, brother. I'm sorry. I think we've moved on from it. But instead, he gave like this self-righteous, I protect my family speech, goes out and parties all night, waits 3 days, puts up an Instagram post with like this very detailed, careful wording, and now you hear Jada talk for the first time, and me and Will Smith we're gonna continue to do what we do and love each other and figure out this thing. Just deal with this thing head on. Y'all got to talk about this.
Well, they're also
You're making it worse.
They're also milking
Facts.
it. I mean, obviously, she's promoting a new season of Red Table Talk. This isn't really this isn't genuinely just about healing. This is genuinely about getting us to talk about Red Table Talk and tune in. You know what I'm saying? And y'all monetize the tune in. So there's layers there, and I also the whole I hope those men figure it out. Okay, cool. But what about you and Will figuring it out? Because the reason he went up there was because there's some underlying issues that not only he has, that y'all have. That he felt compelled to protect my family. Why? Because his family has been under attack by mostly social media and people because of entanglements and things going on in y'all's relationship.
Right. It wasn't really about Chris and Will.
You bringing up Tupac all the damn time. All the time.
Right. Too far.
You got too far. And then you messing with your son's friend? Like, come on, fam.
That's what people want to hear addressed, by the way. They don't want to hear about we're
Oh, no, they
out.
did that. She dragged Will to the Red Table Talk
I know.
There's an
to
episode
sit in
on
front of him and make him look nuts.
People want to hear what Jada was thinking that night at the Oscars when she was sitting there. That's what everyone wants to know. What were you thinking when you were watching it happening? Because if everyone feels weird that you just stared blankly. Everyone feels weird.